Hello everybody, this is Matador from freetradingvideos.com. It's about 12:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is still October 19th. Nice Monday we have brewing here. And after a nice little bit of a gap fill, I just have a 3-minute chart up here. Almost perfect to the penny. And if I remove the pre and post market data, that might help out a little bit. But I did want to show you something. So this is the perfect gap fill. I had a retracement line, the fib lines from back in here, and I know it looks all scrunched up. I'll show you on a larger chart, but this is a huge sell-off from the previous couple days highs, and we were looking at a retracement level. We've now retraced that 100%. Excuse me one second. Well, D7 says hello, just called me. That was what the ring was. But as I was saying, 100% retracement of the previous couple days high. Nice consolidation at that area intraday. It's still a 3-minute chart of the S&P, and then we even broke out of that right to the 110 mark, and we've been talking about this for quite some time. So being very, very careful about trading long into that on a huge run-up like we've had both intraday and on a daily chart makes sense. Same thing here. You can see it a little bit better if we resolve this out by taking some of the pre and post market data away. You can see where we are. So fantastic run up. If you look at that even on a higher time frame, you know where we've been and where we are now. So 110, pretty impressive to have hit that. So that is a perfect consolidation so far, even a run up intraday. If we can chop around here after having touched that 110 mark, the declining 100 MA, we've been talking about that for a while. That'd be something to watch out for, and we're there right now. If you look at the S&P, excuse me, right there, it's almost the exact same pattern, just the gap doesn't exist. So be very careful about how you trade long into that. So 1100 on this would be a great target. Same thing as Spider 110, and kind of fun to talk about. Let's take a look intraday at the TRIN. So after being up quite a bit of a divergence between this and price, came back down, and we're still looking at a lower volume number of volume shares flowing into stocks on the increase versus decrease. Even this is the neutral area, so that's actually an eye-catching feature. Same thing with this. Now we're sort of in the bullish zone for the TRIN Q, but it took a while to get there. So I'm looking at that sideways. The VIX, always a tiebreaker. After a huge run-up, or at least we're back down to the lows for this. But for a while, we had that run-up, finally sold off. I like to look at a little bit of a larger time frame for that, and that is a great little volatility bleed. So things are just a tiny bit mixed to my eyes. Again, part of this is people that know what they're doing, in my opinion, aren't just abjectly buying in here. They know there's a lot of information out there that needs to be taken apart, a lot of sentiment that needs to be taken apart, and before they jump in big again, they're probably going to wait. And so those are the odds that I see, and how I'm going to be careful about how I go long here. This is what I put into the V newsletter. For those of you who got that, those of you who didn't, I'll tell you right now. Again, after a huge bar run up like this, many days in a row, it's difficult to go long in that environment for me in particular, because all the stocks that are consolidating or pulling back, for instance, would be showing relative weakness during this time frame. So it's hard to find a good setup on a daily chart. For me, things that are bearish might be pulled up by the market on a day like this, but if they're already having a poor pattern on a longer time frame, then if the markets ever do roll over, which markets swing, they don't have to dramatically, but eventually stocks do swing, then those stocks might be the ones that go down enough to capitalize on. So that's why I'm saying be very careful about how you go long here in the face of some profit-taking potential. So good stuff, everybody. Hope you're having a great trading day so far, and D7 will be with you pretty soon.